Hi guys, it is me, Stace. Welcome back to another Cricut Explore video and also our 3D Thursday. Today we are making these really cute wooden Christmas ornaments, and these are made from these little round circles. We got these from Michael's. It was a 3-pack of 3-inch round balsa wood circles, and they were maybe $1.29 for the 3-pack. Not too bad. And I have 6 here, 5 finished, and all I did was cover the front and back of each one with a pattern paper I liked. I also drilled a hole in each one to allow my ribbon or my twine to go through so I'm able to hang it. If you don't want to drill the hole, you don't have to. We're going to do one today, not have the hole there. I dated the back, and the paper on the front is actually the Cricut printable sticker paper. You can also use the printable vinyl paper, regular vinyl, or just plain old cardstock. So here I have a really cute little Santa Claus, a gingerbread, a Christmas monkey, a nativity, and also a peppermint candy. So the first thing we want to do is cover this piece here. So I have a 6x6 piece of paper, and I want to use the black and white side. I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half diagonal and just trim it a little bit. We don't need all that paper. Okay, set that aside. You want to grab your Mod Podge. I'm using my homemade Mod Podge, 2 parts glue, 1 part water. You're going to go ahead and take your little paintbrush. I'm going to flip it over this way and actually put the Mod Podge on my paper first. And then lay that on there. And you want to let this sit for maybe a few minutes. Let it dry for a little while. I'm going to let this dry and we'll come back and do the next step. Okay, we are dry for the most part. What I'm going to do now is take my scissors and trim the paper and be flush with the piece of wood here. Just all the way around. Get it as close as you can. And if you don't want to use Mod Podge, I'm guessing you can probably use like a spray adhesive maybe. Alright, so we have all that done. Now what I want to do is take a little nail file. I'm just using one of these real cheap little emery boards and sand it down. You want to go down this way. I'm not going this way, just going down all the way around it. And this will pick up any of the extra paper you have. And also it really does help the paper to adhere to your wood. And again, you want to just go down, not up and down. I think that looks pretty good. All right, now the back side we want to cover as well, but I also want to add my ribbon here before we go ahead and adhere that down. So I'm going to take just a little bit of piece of Christmas ribbon I have. Get and cut a little piece of that off. So you can still make this be an ornament hanger without, you know, using a drill if you don't want to. So I just made like a little loop. I'm going to take some washi tape here. If I can find the end of it. That's the hard part, finding the end of that. Oh, you know what? I got Scotch tape right here. We'll use that. Okay. Alright, so go ahead and get that where you like it, and then tape that down. Okay, and the same thing, I want to add my pattern paper on there. Just get back to our paper and your Mod Podge and glue this up and then lay that down. And the paper is going to help seal that shut. Just kind of give it a little bit of rub on the back. You want to make sure you put good pressure where your ribbon is. I'm just kind of giving it a good rub. I mean, you may want to go in there with a stronger glue. I'm actually going to reach my art glitter glue real quick, just so I can get up there by that ribbon. I guess you can use a regular kind of glue like this if you don't want to use the Mod Podge as well. I wanted to put a good amount on my ribbon there. And just give it a rub so everything kind of lays down. And now again, you want to go around that and trim real close to your wood. And just be careful when you get to your ribbon area that you don't cut your ribbons. I'm going to kind of move that forward a little bit. Okay, and then go all the way around it. And then once again, you're going to go back with your nail file and really sand it down really well. And I'm not worried that my paper is going in different directions. I think it just adds to it. This is the back. We're going to be dating that anyway. Okay, now if you don't want to use this for a Christmas ornament, you could use it for a tag, for a gift. You know, you could put a to and from. And I like that because you're actually giving a tag with a gift, you know, because you're all we're going to do the to and from, and you can date it, and they can have it on their tree as well. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is kind of ink my edges. Couldn't get the word out there. Sorry about that. I'm using Stampin' Up! Soft Suede with a sponge here. Just kind of go around. Another thing you can use this for, which I may go ahead and use this for, is napkin rings. I think these would be really cute. Okay, so I got all that inked around, and by inking it, it gives like a little bit of an antique look as well. See that? Now, if you want to use it for a napkin ring, obviously you would not put the hole there. So in my case, since I already have the hole there, I'm going to go ahead and take my ribbon out and maybe add like a little gem there to kind of hide the hole. And I'm actually using toilet paper tubes, you know, that we all have access to. And I just cut it maybe an inch. I stained it or I inked it with my soft suede ink just to give it a little more color. And I'm going to make it separate like that. And then hot glue it to the back here. And then you can put your napkin through that and use it for your holiday table. Really, really fun. All right, let's go to the Cricut, and we will pick out a design, and we'll print it out on our sticker paper, and we'll go ahead and apply it on there. Alrighty guys, I'm at Design Space on the computer. You get there by going to Cricut.com/design. You're going to see this screen here, upper left-hand corner where it says Account. You want to click on that to sign in, then enter in your email and your password. And then when you see your name in that green box, that verifies that you were logged in. You want to go down and click on Create New Project. Left-hand side toolbar, I'm going to click on Insert Shapes and click on the circle. And then resize the circle to be the same size as my wood. So I have my circle selected. Go to my Edit panel. I'm going to type the number 3 there, so now I have a 3-inch round circle. Now I want to grab an image to put on there. So left-hand side toolbar again, Insert Images. In the search box, I'm going to type in the word Christmas. Right now, next to the magnifying glass there with a little funnel, I'm going to go ahead and click on that and make sure a subscription box is checked. And then scroll down and find one that you like. Now, if you're looking for something specific like a Santa Claus or a reindeer, you can just type that in here. But I like just kind of putting in Christmas so a bunch of designs come up, so I have a variety to choose from. Now, you'll notice some of these will have that eye and also the printer. The eye, if you click on the eye on any of the images, it'll tell you what cartridge that's from. So you can see this one is from Good Old Days. The printer icon means that's already ready for it to be a print then cut image. Okay, scroll down and find one that you like. I might use the owl here. I believe he's from Creator Critter 2. Now, even though that does say purchase, that I know is included in the monthly plan, I'm not sure if the Imagine images are. So if you guys don't have it, like I already have the Imagine, so it'll be included anyway. But if you guys do not have the Imagine, let me know if the Imagine images are included, because there's a lot of fun projects that I want to play around with, but I don't want to make them unless they're part of the monthly plan. All right, I'm going to use the owl, insert the image down there on the bottom right, bring the owl over on top of our circle, and just make sure he fits on the circle nicely for you. Okay, I like the way he looks. I can move him aside or remove the circle. We don't need to cut that out. Now you want to make him be a printable image. So have him selected, go to your layer panel. Under where it says sync, you'll see the word flatten. Go ahead and click on that and you'll see the image change there. Go ahead and click on go. Now you're going to print this out on cardstock or the printable vinyl or the printable sticker paper, or print it out in pieces, and then you can layer it together. The one thing you want to make note of over here on the left-hand side where it says more matte settings, click on that, and it says bleed for print then cut. You want to make sure that check mark is checked. What that does, it's going to cut inside the animal or the image you have here, therefore no white line will appear. I'm going to go ahead and click on go. I'm going to print this out with my printer, and we'll come back and cut it out, and then we'll go to the table and finish this guy up. Alright guys, we are back. My owl went and cut out. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, I didn't tell you guys, you should have changed the setting, because now I have this all stuck. You want to change, if you're going to use the sticker paper, you want to go ahead and change your layer or change your material on your machine to custom, and then pick printable sticker paper. But he cut out really cute. I'm going to kind of go ahead and put him on a little bit of angle. And that fast, that little guy's done. Now the reason why you want to have that bleed selected, see how in this piece, there's all that color around it. So the Cricut goes in and cuts inside that so you don't have any of the white showing. Look at my monkey. I have white on the side of him. But, you know, live and learn. But anyway, that's really cute. On the back side here, just take a little Sharpie marker and go ahead and put your date on it. Now, like I said, if you don't want to use it for a ornament hanger, you can always go in there and take, you know, rather than drilling a hole in it, you just leave it like that and make it like a napkin ring holder or napkin ring. I'm going to go ahead and find my pearls. I'll probably have to use the large pearl to cover that hole. Yeah, so I can put a little pearl there and you won't even know. You know, it just looks like there's a little hole there, and I would do the same thing on that side. I used a 1/4 inch drill bit. You know, if that's not going to work, go ahead and put a button there. Yeah, but like I said, I went and drilled mine to make mine ornament hanger. But like I said, if you don't want to have the hanger, just don't go ahead and use that. And then just take a toilet tissue tube and the hot glue on the back, and you have a really cute napkin ring, or you can use it for a tag. Like, oh, I really like using it for a tag. You can do the to and from in the back, and then when they're done, they have the gift as well from you guys. Really cute. But there you have it, today's 3D Thursday. We're going to bring all these guys back over. They're pretty simple. You know, I like to get a little variety of them. And the wood's not horribly expensive. If you don't have wood, you can certainly use chipboard. You can use a cereal box board. You can use cardstock. You know, just maybe put a few layers of cardstock together so it, you know, gives that little depth to it. But anyway, I think it's a really fun, easy little project. Any questions at all, guys, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.